Director, producer, and dramaturg Reginald L. Douglas is someone I know as Reg because I've worked with him. In fact, I was an actor in his directorial debut at Studio Theater of a play called Until the Flood about the 2014 shooting of Michael Brown.
If someone can carry out the law, then that's a good thing.
In 2021, Mosaic Theater selected Douglas as its new artistic director after a nationwide search. We met him at Atlas Theater on H Street Northeast, where Mosaic is a resident theater company, to talk about his vision and hopes for the theater. Reg, welcome to WETA Arts. I cannot tell you how excited I am to have the opportunity to sit and chat with you, my friend.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe I'm here. Thank you so much for doing this.
Coming to Mosaic Theater is really a homecoming for you of sorts. Tell me what brought you here to DC in the first place.
Oh my gosh, so the original dream was K Street. I wanted to be a lobbyist. I wanted to fight for education reform and community development, and I got to live my dreams out at Georgetown University. I studied politics and African American studies and English, all with the dream of being a lobbyist working on the Hill. I got to work for then Minority Leader Pelosi. I got to work for the Alliance for Excellent Education. I was living the political kid's dream, and I hated it. It just wasn't personal enough for me. I wanted to really know the names behind the data. So I took a political theater course with Dr. Derek Goldman at the theater program at Georgetown, and everything changed. I realized, oh, I could combine my love of civic engagement with my love of arts.
As a director, what are some of the favorite projects that you've worked on?
Oklahoma at Weston Playhouse. I was like, really, me, Oklahoma? But I love musicals. I love being able to revisit a classic, again, with that spirit of inquiry. Why is he named Curly? Why is it Lori in love with him? What if? And we centered a gorgeous racial utopia in that production, creating a community, all races and body types, sexualities, all sharing the stage in this joyful celebration of America. Everything was good until the black Curly killed a white judge and put his hands up. We have to present the fullness of our truth, and to do that with a classic musical like Oklahoma, where I found out I was the first black man to direct that show. What a gift, what a gift. And to do it in Vermont, just what a gift of how theater, again, connect over boundaries and barriers and differences.
Tell me a little bit about developing new plays. I know that's something that you did right after graduation.
I went to New York, where I'm originally from. I had amazing fellowships at the Lark, at New York Theater Workshop, was assistant directing off-Broadway, and I was getting access to different playwrights emerging, established, as they tried new ideas. And so I realized, what these writers are doing is shaping the next canon of the American theater, and I want a part of that. I want to be a part of telling the story of what it means to be alive right now, so that some next generation of Reggies and Felicias could read those plays and understand what this moment meant to playwrights, to audiences, and be inspired to make their own new work.
And is this what sparked the desire to transition from director to artistic director?
I was assistant directing a big national recognized theater company, and it was a new play. And first rehearsals are so much fun. The whole staff comes, the board comes, all the artists are in the room, and I'm looking at this behemoth institution, and I see about 3 or 4 people of color in the whole room. And I realized, yes, I can be a director, but I could also help direct our industry by taking a seat behind the table and giving that opportunity to more people who look like me and you. The greatest highlight of my job is I get to tell artists, you matter. Here's a paycheck. Here's space to work, to try out your ideas. I get to extend welcomes to people every day and say, come join us. Come see a play that reflects who you are and what our world could be with you in it. See yourself on stage.
The official name of that park is Meridian Hill Park, but all the cool people called it Malcolm X Park.
It is the greatest gift to be able to be in this seat to give other people their seats and their opportunities. Political theater and theater that activates, that sparks conversations, that speaks to the diversity of our world, it's become my life. And to now live out that dream at Mosaic, it's like the ultimate full circle.
We are in the midst of the inaugural season of Reg Douglas here at Mosaic Theater. What can we expect?
The Till Trilogy by Ifa Bayeza, which kicks off our season. We are so honored to be presenting this world premiere 3 plays in rotating repertory, 10 dynamic actors taking on these iconic works about the life, death, and legacy of Emmett Till. It is a tour de force opportunity for theater artists, but also for audiences. And we're really excited to center Black history and American history in this way. I'm really excited about Bars and Measures. It'll be my Mosaic directorial debut. Bars and Measures centers on two brothers, one Christian, one Muslim, one a jazz musician, one a classical musician, one in jail, one not. And it centers on the fact that I really believe this, that music is just like love. It is more powerful than any barriers that the world tries to create. We have a new play festival kicking off, new play development workshops like Mexodus and Murdered Men Do Bleed and Drip, to what if new play readings. You know, we get in the room for 5 hours and we come out with a new draft full of Post-its and red pen. New work has been a core of my career. I can't wait to welcome local DC writers and acclaimed national writers to the DMV to work with our community, to work with our actors, our directors, our dramaturgs on new work and development, and then share it with audiences at all stages. So a lot to look forward to at Mosaic.
What do you say to the DC theater goers who are hesitant, maybe, to come back into the theater, especially when you're doing new works or you're talking about things that hit on a little bit of trauma? What do you say to those theater goers to bring them in?
I think my job is to make the safest and bravest space we can. We are proud to be hiring DC talent to make DC stories, but we need our audience to come back and come join us in that party. It's gonna be a joyful season. It's gonna be a fun season. It's gonna challenge you, but it's also gonna make you feel good.
What were the challenges for you to produce the type of work that you're trying to produce as a Black man, and how has that helped you figure out how you will run your theater here in DC?
Loneliness is real. It's not easy sometimes to be the only one in the room, but you gotta remember why you're doing it. I'm interested in an active engagement with my collaborators and with an audience as a collaborator. It's not about me. It's ultimately about those 150, those 350, those 1,000 people in the audience who receive that story and hopefully walk out that theater feeling empowered, feeling seen, feeling valued. The why is so that some young Reggie in that audience can see his dream as valuable and valid.
Reg, I want to say thank you for being here with us today on WETA Arts, and thank you for choosing the DC theater community.
I'm so blessed to be here. I am so grateful to Mosaic, to DC, and to you for doing this. This is a dream come true.
You can see all 3 plays in Ifa Baeza's The Till Trilogy October 4th through November 20th. It's accompanied by the Till Trilogy Reflection Series, events related to the play's themes of Black history, justice, and activism. Also, keep an eye out for news about Mosaic's upcoming new play festival. Check the website for details.